Yo guys, it's your boy Pure Kratos here, and today we are going to be doing a tier list of all the armored and armored vests within the game. This of course is my personal opinion, so if you disagree with any, please be sure to drop them down in the comments on which you would change. So we're going to start. We're going to go straight into D tier. It's just not very good armor. It's cheap. It's tier 2, maybe tier 1 off the top of my head. It's just not worth it. I think the Packer has to go in there as well. Then we get to the Twitch Rivals armor. Genuinely, the armor is bad, but for look-wise, it's actually not that bad. But it does also give your position away. I think the nostalgia around Twitch Rivals makes stuff seem really good, but it's actually not. So that will also be going in D tier. Then have the 6B7, again, D tier. The Untar, D tier. The Zook 3, D tier. Dr. Disrespect armor is D tier. The big green blob, D tier, D tier. So these are, in my personal opinion, the worst armors in the game. If I'm going to put them into a particular order, it will be as this. So there you go. So from left to right is from the better to the worst for that set of armor. We're then going to go with the Zook, is arguably the best armor in the game, along with the Hexgrid, along with the Killer armor, and along with the Tequila rig. If I have to put this into an order, probably going to be that. Personally, I think the Hexgrid is great. But out of these four, I do just prefer the other three, in my honest opinion. Right, now we're going to get to a sticky stage, and a controversial one. The Slick. I'm putting it in B, because it's only 4-axe protection, and it just seems to drain really quickly. 3-4 bullets, and you're already on a 50% out of your armor points. So, I just don't rate it. The tier 6 TTSX, again, I know it's tier 6, it has that stigma of being really good, but the thing that lets this down is the fact that it's only got 8 slots. So for my personally, it goes straight in the bottom, along with the MMAC. Trooper next. I would say the Trooper is actually better than the Slick, so that's going to go in A tier. The 4 is a solid choice. If you're needing something cheap that can protect you, definitely hit up the 4. It's very good. We then get to the Florals. Again, they're overrated. They're not worth it. At starter wipe, though, they are very good. Also, again, I'm going to put the other tier 2 Ragman ones in there as well. Again, this is now where it gets a little bit complex, because all these armors have positives and negatives. The Corond is a solid armor. I'm going to put that A because it does 4-axe and stomach protection along with the Gen. The Gazelle, I'm going to put that at the top of B. So I actually personally believe the Gazelle is better than the Slick. Defender 2 has to go A tier. The Gen armors I'm going to put in B tier. Due to the fact they're so heavy, it really affects your movement. So it's just not worth running them anymore. Along with the Samurai. The 4 is arguably the only one that I'd put up to A tier, due to the fact the armor points are really worth it on it, along with the Subroller. The A18, again, is a very, very solid armor. That, for me, will go bang just behind the Slick. TV110, again, bit of a difficult one. It could be A or B. I think I'm going to put it lower end of A because the space, it has obviously the 2 4 slots on it. So it's a really, really positive armor to be running. Strandog for me goes just above the MMAC in the C tier. Can't even remember the name of that armor because I never use it. The Ospreys. I'm going to put the Ospreys in A tier. Again, space management within Escape from Tarkov is extremely important. So I think that's a massive one. The AVS, again, will go into A tier. Again, has the 4 slot. It's a massive deal. You can run a Grizzly, your mags. It's just a very economical body armor. That's going to go straight into C tier. The M2 and the M1 are overrated in my opinion. They're good if you can get your hands on one early wipe, but straight as you hit that max traders, no one's running it. So realistically, they're going at the bottom of C tier. Now, the Tactec. Tactec is extremely good if you can get your hands on it. Space management and the actual armor points and the durability of the armor, for me, is a main thing here. Do I think it's better than the TV-110? Yes. Is it better than the Sabrola? Yes. Is it better than the 4? Yes. Is it better than the Defender 2? No, in my personal opinion. And then the Bagley. I think the Bagley has to go S tier. The Bagley armor is the goated body armor now within the game. Space management, durability, better than a Slick, better than a Gazelle, better than TVs, better than the Troopers and the Defenders too. So it has to be up there. And I think at this point, a lot of people watching this are going to be saying, no. So if that is the case, be sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and also leave your comments down below. We're now going to get over to these 3 beautiful armors. Visually beautiful, anyway. These armors are extremely hard to get hold of because they are the armors of the Goon squad. If you can get your hand on them, they're great. But this armor here, bottom of B tier. There's no space. It's literally 4 or 5 2 slots. It's just pointless. Bird eye armor. Going into A tier. Space management's good on it. Very solid armor. And then we get to Big Pipes armor. And I think that is the best armor from the Goons. So guys, this was my tier list on my personal opinion of armors. If you've got your hands on any of the armors in the S tier, go out there, smash all your raids because you're going to be protected. If you've disagreed, again, drop it down below in the comments. And catch you guys later for another video. Peace out. Goodbye.